pooter. Hey.
Oh god.
It doesn't even cover. It covers his token. You can't even see him.
He's dead.
Yeah. So is everyone all in the cabin still?
I mean,
That's where we sleep.
would be.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I bought duck. I probably just shittily cooked it on a pan, and I got nothing better to do. There's a non-zero chance I'm behind you eating duck.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching.
I'm just setting up like probably like.
Hold on. Let me get you immersed. Let me.
You don't gotta do that. I might just mute you. I might just mute you.
Or guard down there.
In a can.
Alternatively, he can go hunting.
I can.
But,
I will eat the beans.
yeah, he can cook some beans.
I'll say while Mihail's cooking, that's when, because I'll say Weldon Cross like cooked duck early in the morning, so Mihail's now using the kitchen at the moment. But Ayana, you inform Zoe of like the login password and everything, and Zoe, you get in, and your computer check is at expert, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, no need to roll. Then you just automatically pass.
Yeah, Zoe's gonna. She walks in from like working on the RV outside. She's gonna all sweaty. She's gonna come over, sit down in the chair. I was gonna like tell her the password. She's gonna crack her hand, like her fingers in her hands. Only her left hand cracks. That's kind of weird. And she's gonna do her computer's thing.
Elastics is a sort of drug that basically removes memories to varying quality. And you would know in your line of work this is very useful, especially if you wanted to suppress information from people who shouldn't be getting involved in certain businesses. And so, if you have the necessary crafting skill, you could use the machine in the workshop to create amnestics from the eel shark downstairs. That appears to be what Mr. Anderson was using predominantly for the from the eel shark. Why those other animals came in and tried to attack you all, while it's focusing its attention on it, might explain something, but that still remains up in the air.
Right.
Don't recognize that it's there, or the veil might be covering it up. So, you know, when let's say, for instance, if someone sees a blink dog, they're just going to see a dog, and stuff like that.
Percy, what would our crafting have to be in order to make that?
It has to be expert.
It would have to be expert. Okay.
Yeah. And it is for most mundane people, there is no save. If you force them to ingest it, or they ingest it through other means. And it's considered a poison by Pathfinder standards. I think that's as far as I can inform you.
Gotcha. Is there anything else on here besides what about stuff about the Nordic runes?
Oh boy, you're gonna get into some fun stuff.
Okay.
So you hear a bit of southern in your voice.
Pause. Where are you from, girl?
Hold on, I gotta double check. Did you update it?
I think I still called it Ouachita, but if you want to say Arkansas, you can say Arkansas.
Oh no, this is no, I come from the south. I come from a family from Big Rock and Orchata.
You can do it.
I almost said horchata.
What the fuck?
I come from horchata.
from a Ouachita.
Horchata.
Gongaga.
Me? Gongaga.
Nah, I know where that is. All right. Okay. No.
I've lived in Lakeville for the past almost a decade now.
Accent bled through there for a moment. Nah, but here, I know things. Let me tell you all. You wanna know why the Jews show up in all these conspiracy theories?
Zoe is in a swivel chair and she will just spin around.
Because of anti-Semitism.
Nah. Well, yes. But it's because they want you to think the Jews are doing it all. They a diversion to hide it all through the true masterminds. The evil conglomerate of the Lizardmen and Sasquatch.
This is ridiculous.
First of all, is it even possible to have, for the Sasquatch to have like a fucking a little bit better?
Control you like a goddamn puppet.
Zoe takes a spoonful of beans.
You could smell the duck off of his breath and his beard.
He takes like a little spoonful of beans and just kind of eats it and goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, what happened? What happened next, Mr. Croc?"
Oh, we got in a fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you won, I assume.
Well, some bitch jumped me, and I'm like, oh, you think you can get me? You covered in hair, you dumb bitch. So I grabbed him, and I was gonna put him in a headlock, like in some regional, good old-fashioned American wrestling. So I got his ass there, but then he used his Sasquatch powers, and he got him off me, and he ran off in the woods. So ever since, I've been hunting this sumbitch. I'm gonna expose these Sasquatches for the rat bastards they is. Also, I know the lizard folks out there, too. Them scaly bastards. I'm gonna scale them, and I'm gonna make some nice boots out of them. He got assassinated. He got assassinated, which is what they want you to believe. But actually, he was testing an experimental device in his brain that would have let him control the population of Fredonia mentally. But when he tried to use it, it blew up his brain. So then they had to do a cover-up and say he got shot. So that's why they framed a man. But then before he could go to jail, they had another man that they used the mind control device on shoot him, so they couldn't actually reveal that he didn't actually shoot him.
Do you want beans?
I love some beans. And I'll take a thing of beans, I'll open it raw, and I'll just start drinking the beans.
No. They're cooked.
They're cooked.
It's-
Oh, so it's just super hot on your face.
So the can, like I imagine he has cans of like beans. He took them out, cooked them, and then reused the cans themselves.
Okay, still,
Clayton
regardless,
maneuver.
I'm drinking the beans.
Why wait? The food's warm now.
Maybe he likes his beans cold.
Oh no.
Take the mask. Don't wish to take off the mask.
I assume he wants privacy.
Yeah, you want to stay all secretive. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
What if you suck the beans through the filter?
Because I was gonna look at Walden and say, it'd be a very bad filter then if something as big as beans can go through it.
No, the beans wouldn't go through. It's just you suck hard enough, the beans get crushed in the filter. And then it becomes like a bean puree.
I've tried it. You suffocate.
Just life is cruel, you know?
Mercy, is there anything?
You need a face. Can't just have no face.
You do know that a majority of the people in Link County are of Nordic descent. So lots of people from the Scandinavian region, including Finland. Which would explain a lot of the Nordic roots, which explains a lot of the names. Of course, Zoe, you and Ayana have been around in the town, in the county. There's a weird web of connections. Not all of it's going to make any sense, nor is all of it 100% tied together, but there's some overlap. But yeah, no, that's all the information you're able to glean at the moment, unless you want to spend way more time. There's a lot to unpack. I'm not sure how interested you guys are looking through this computer at the moment, but
It's him.
Can you stop pressing the poor man?
It's important.
don't worry, Mr. Cross. I am no shape-shifting entity. I'm no doppelganger, nor changeling. He'll wave over at Magnus.
Doppelgangers have more loose skin. It's not him.
I'm not that sort of changeling, please.
If anyone, Mr. Cross, I would
Use
be
a
very-
changeling?
Just
You
again.
didn't notice the pointy ears.
I thought that just meant you was Chinese.
Zoe's gonna put her. Zoe's got her head on the desk and she's just start banging on the desk.
I hope you know. This is Dr. Zakari's life reaction. Characteristics. This is a blink dog. We don't want any of the public to know about these sorts of creatures. They're related to the fairy tales told by the natives of the area. So, you know, kind of scribble down. They're in the Farhaven National Forest. You all been there once, talking to Miss Lindbergh once before. I'm sure you all can find this blinking creature. And the second assignment, let's see. There is a rundown mini fridge that people are claiming, at least some of the locals are claiming to be powered on with no electrical source. Or no clear signs of an electrical source.
So,
Where is this? Where is it exactly? Is it somewhere in the woods, or is it off the side of the road somewhere?
I believe it's. I'll tell you right away, but I'm not him right now, or I'm not cool like him right now.
I don't think you want to be ever a Sakari.
He'll say it's along Route 66 past Farhaven, which is southwest of Linkville.
Alright, that's not too far out.
Alright, so which one appeals to you all? Dog catching of a blink dog, or dealing with a possible supernatural mini fridge?
And we keep the fridge.
It depends. If we can keep it securely contained, I'll throw in the fridge.
Like I'll turn to the I'll turn to look at everyone else, and just visibly like my eyebrows are raised, and I'm like, ooh, free fridge.
you hear a ghost hunting in your fridge.
Well, Dr. Zaid, I believe you got our answer now.
Very
I
well.
don't really care either way which one we do. And Magnus, you have a preference?
I would prefer the fridge. I like haunted items. They're
Yeah, well, look
interesting.
at that. It all works out. And tomorrow we'll deal with the dog.
Very well. Actually, we don't know if there'll be time, because we're going to send out Caden to deal with the dog, but we'll see. We'll see. If he's unsuccessful in his capture, then I'll send you all out.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's a dog person.
The next session, the doctor comes back. So Caden died.
Good
Well,
news, everyone.
shucks.
You're allowed to deal with the dog.
Yeah!
You're allowed to deal with the dog.
Yeah!
But Dr. Zakari will hand you all the one piece of paper that has like a very formal document. The piece of paper. Walden Cross is a huge one piece of paper.
Yeah, massive one piece.
Oh, unfortunate. I knew there had to be.
You know, there is the funny idea. There is something very funny about a man who lives in Appalachia
Yeah.
who just stumbled upon, like, in a fucking trash dump, somebody like dumped like one copy of a manga, and he's like, "Why this book backward?"
And he still think it's good.
Yeah, he read it backwards.
But anything else you guys wanted to say to Dr. Sakari before he leaves? Because of the ancient power the five-pointed star typically has, it is beyond just the sign of the Israelites, you see. But also a lot of people who are into these new age religions come from an Abrahamic background, so a lot of that iconography tends to spill over, let's say. You'll see some of that in Prague, you'll see some of that in,
Wait a second. Primrose Foundation. That's what you call yourselves, right?
Yes, sir?
Y'all know things. Did JFK's head just do that?
It's very vague question.
Okay. So here's what I know. So,
No, Yosef muted.
Then in that case, it's Mihail.
It's Mihail, yes, right.
So I whispered to Mihail. Wait, no, but Mihail works with the Foundation. I can't whisper it to him. Damn.
Yeah, no. I mean, do you know that I worked for the Foundation?
You literally said, why couldn't I choose my previous team? I can infer.
Yeah, do you remember this?
I do. I just remembered it.
Would an old man cross?
Yeah, it happened like a couple of minutes ago. His memory ain't that bad.
Oh, he got fireballed, surely.
Yeah, and he remembered that and killed the dog. So I don't get you.
I will say, I think it's plausible that Walden Cross would remember the Mihail's Foundation. I'll say Cross whispers that to Zoe. Oh no, he knows Zoe's also part of it. Then,
damn, I can't
There's
trust
only-
nobody.
Yeah, trust nobody. We can surprise ourselves.
oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
so-
can we get cash so I can buy some more ammo?
You never mentioned the mission type.
Great question. So we have someone at Manius, Carter, and Darcy, MCD. They are a paranormal, let's say mercantile group. We have a contact there that will be coming into Linkville in the next couple of days. If any of you will do any sort of occult or paranatural purchasing of various items, you can do so through MCD. As for any sort of equipment you might need for the occasion for hunting down this mini fridge, I think you should all be fine for the time being.
So I have a question out of character.
From where you are to where the location would be.
Well, since we are heading to 66, we might as well grab something cold on the way.
Yeah, I was gonna stop us by a magic shop as we were like a shop for us to get some items. Well, yeah, it's on the way to where we're going.
Yeah, it's about an hour from your base to the location near. It's called the Family Pumpkin Patch. That's where the last known sighting of the mini fridge was. So it's about an hour drive. Zoe starts up the RV, and all of you begin to make the bumpy road, the bumpy journey there.
If you even have one.
Way to speak ominous. Oh, go with the immediate future.
Very well. I wonder if I should just pull out actual tarot cards.
Do it.
Alright. Magnus will foretell your future. Huh. That's interesting. And he'll put down the Fool.
He called you a fool. Good enough.
I grabbed my gun.
She's gonna do the fucking what's his name, ghetto gif.
Oh, the Toji give him his like
Spitting his yeah.
I do wonder, what do the cards say about him? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh. I should have expected as much.
Well, if all things go to plan, he will be getting a free fridge.
Oh, he's a wild card. Unpredictable. But we'll have to trust him for our immediate future. That is what the fortune says.
And he will be getting a free fridge.
Well, he's a wild card. Unpredictable. But we'll have to trust him for our immediate future. That is what the fortune says.
So, Mr. Lucky Dark God.
Oh. Yes, that would be me.
What's with the voice?
What voice? I'm not voice.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. Life is pain.
Can you present yourself with your normal voice?
This is my voice.
Uh-huh.
You stop talking like you're from the country.
You saying I ain't from Appalachia, boy?
I'm
I'll
saying,
stand up.
I'm saying
Yeah.
much of this is your Appalachian.
No. No, it ain't. You artificial, boy. Me. I'm the real deal. Oh, so what them cards say anyway?
I don't know how to read that one. The Magician. Roll Walden Cross. I don't believe it.
I am. My aim is straight and magical.
I'll sit back down into my seat.
That
certainly.
doesn't, what? That doesn't what it means.
I suppose for him it self-reliant, prepared.
It's more, I think,
It's hard to do fortune telling without questions.
Then ask me some questions, boy.
You're the one asking me questions.
Oh, I gotta ask you questions? Alright, why are you like that? Yeah, well, I was gonna give you advice. I ain't know nothing about makeup, but I used to cover my face up with camouflage with natural elements. If you put the wrong shit on your face, it fuck you up. Well, alright, don't listen, old man Cross. Not like wisdom come with age or nothing like that.
the Soviet music playing while he's talking is killing me.
I'm just jamming on top. I'm not even hearing you guys. I'm in a different planet right now.
It's so funny, dude. Just thinking about it, because like I put in, dude. Zoe just put on a My Chemical Romance album her time.
Dude.
So Mihail can hear the faint, angsty teenage rock music.
No, I put the radio right next to my ear. I ain't listening to shit.
Dude, there's no chance he's listening to Black Parade.
And I was a young
What was that? Your mic kind of wet, watery there. Can you repeat that as Ayana?
well, if you want makeup, you can borrow my kit.
I have my own. Can we move on to a different subject?
Well, I'm just saying, if you put in chemicals, it's gotta be natural, or else you're gonna fuck up your face.
I'm already fucked up. Because of my father.
Remember, I know pretty.
So do you mean your original father, or are you calling the man who kidnapped you his father?
I never knew my original father. Yet another thing. My father is stolen from me.
Ah. I'll like lean back in my chair and go, this boy fucked up.
Yeah, I know a lot of girls
My
who
life is
think-
fucked up and dark.
No. Remember, I know pretty.
So do you mean your original father, or are you calling the man who kidnapped you his father?
I never knew my original father. Yet another thing. My father is stolen from me.
Ah. I'll like lean back in my chair and go, This boy fucked up.
Yeah, I know a lot of girls
My
who
life is
would be
fucked up and dark.
No. But I know a lot of girls that will be into those, or boys if that's what you prefer.
I don't need your
I'll
pity.
squint at that and go,
Now I didn't want to assume, but I mean, if you putting makeup on, does that mean you a man lover?
You a boy lover.
You're a man lover boy.
Zoe's having a really hard time trying to keep a straight face while trying to focus on the road.
Look,
Do I spot that?
You know what?
Yeah, let's see for the fun. You do hear that.
No. I mean, like, do I notice Zoe actually having trouble driving?
Make a perception check. No secret needed.
No secret?
No secret.
No secret. Ain't no secret in this, bitch!
Yeah, you definitely see her. She's like on the cusp.
You know what? I'm climbing down. I still have the radio on, so it's pretty loud. Do you need help with the driving?
Mike completely fucked.
You can tell that she's trying to hold back, like laughing, but she's doing her best to focus on the road.
I can take your spots for driving. I know how to drive.
No, I'm sure you do. It's perfectly fine. It's truth be told, listening to Walden speak about anything with Magnus and Ion is really entertaining.
You know what, old man? Why don't you tell me
But you should focus
about
on
you?
the road.
Why don't you tell me about your most horrible encounter?
My most horrible encounter. With the natural or the supernatural?
Magnus will put down the archivist's tape recorder.
Oh.
Supernatural.
So, I was like, that's some bitch. But then, turn around. There was a Sasquatch in my home. And he went through my shit. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. He distracted me so his Sasquatch compatriot could come into my domicile. Take my shit. I don't know what he took. But it's never right when your home is invaded. It's uneasy. A man's home is a man's castle. That's where I take my shits, you know? And I take comfortable shits. I get full naked for them bitches, you know? Because it's my domicile. Who's gonna tell me no? But now a Sasquatch has been in there. And how am I supposed to take a shit comfortably when I know one of them big furry bastards been in my home and touched my shit? Touching my shit where I take my shit? Damn.
one that I would be objectively the worst.
It's the one that Waller Cross experienced to be the worst.
Okay, so we don't have to talk about the proto Shogun.
So you can say, what is that, like suppressed memories?
No, it's just he didn't think that one was that bad.
Oh, okay. Well, no, in that case, yeah, no, it wouldn't appear. It's whatever instilled most fear in him.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the Sasquatch in his home.
That's
It's
hilarious.
been a random robbery.
He's more traumatized by the robbery than the proto Shogun.
Well, you couldn't comprehend it.
just to give you the context, I'm absolutely taking my Call of Cthulhu experience and giving it to Walden Cross.
Oh
No,
no.
okay.
he was trying to make moonshine, and a proto Shogun appeared, and he just threw the moonshine at it and lit it aflame. And he was like, "That was weird." And then he went back to making moonshine.
We're all telling scary stories around here.
You got a good one?
I mean, I had my own experience a good bit ago, almost a decade ago. Not almost a decade, but a good bit ago.
By all means. And he'll press record on it. So.
Well, I gotta roll the will save first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it compels you to tell it in detail or not. That, I think, yeah, that succeeds. You're not
Okay.
compelled to do anything.
Oh wait,
That's
I have
okay.
fear 1 for a minute. Okay, so yeah, no, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I can't believe that son of a bitch was in my
I can't believe that son of a bitch was in my house and I missed.
You can tell he disapproves of it 'cause he's shaking his head.
Zoe's just gonna say, I can really say. The Foundation's able to supply me with a new hand.
Max,
I knew a guy who lost his hand in the war.
Max will nod, and the tape will eject. He didn't put a new one in either, so it's just one.
That's quite the tape recorder you got there.
Oh, it's nothing convenient. My
Well, you're
father asked me
roughly,
to archive some stories. Figured you people had something to say.
well, you're roughly nonchalant about having your family missing.
Zoe will look over Tiana and say, truth be told, I am still curious about what happened to them. And it's not like I don't.
But it happened a while ago, so maybe it don't hurt as much.
It doesn't hurt as much, no, but it also, well, thinking about it, there's really nothing I can do about it. I
Yeah,
can probably
no,
find out where they went, and by now they're probably long dead.
yeah, no, it's like that guy I knew who lost his arm in the war. He stopped talking about it. Then he shot himself, but that wasn't because of the hand. That was unrelated.
And PTSD, I assume.
Nah, that shit's made up.
Make sure
So
you have
speechless.
Zoe is doing the eye shows.
I don't believe in no shell shock.
I'm sure you have buried plenty of people with shell shock.
Almost like a skin suit is the best way I can put it, where it's got like a silicone to make it. There's like a robotic prosthesis, and she'll like you remove that like little like skin glove, and you say, "Yep, I have full control over the whole thing. I can even do this," and she will kind of pop the hand off and place it on the table. It'll start like crawling around.
Oh, that shit cool. Nah. What they gave him was like a solid hand. He couldn't function with that. It was kind of sad. But he dead, so it's fine now, I guess. I got to keep the hand.
That seems to be happening frequently around you.
Well,
Cross.
I guess I don't got the hand no more because that damn Sasquatch took it.
Zoe's gonna reattach the hand and look to Magnus and go, "What about you, Magnus? You got any cool, spooky stories you'd like to share?"
Wouldn't it just be the story of him being kidnapped?
I wouldn't remember that. Does not
Oh.
still fear to me.
Okay, but what if I said it real spooky like?
Oh, actually, what about you, Ayana? You work with Soul Society, I imagine. Trying to move away from the subject. Working with the Soul Society, I imagine you got a couple of fun little ghost stories.
Do you want like supernatural or something that is generally horrifying?
Yeah. Terrible tragedy.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Oh, absolutely. It's a
But
horrible thing to have happened. Hmm?
you ever notice how there's all these conspiracy theories about 9/11?
Well, I wouldn't know regardless. I've been called there as a mortician.
See, the reason they got all those theories is because they want people to not believe it happened. But everyone knows it happened because we saw it, right? It was a mass attempt by the Fredonian government to try and mind wipe the populace. And for some people it worked. For me, I'm smart. I know things that happen in my country. So I knew 9/11 was real. But I also know that the next big disaster that's gonna happen they're gonna try and cover it up, say it didn't happen again. But that ain't true.
Against you, even before you even knew about him.
Knew about them. I knows about them. I lived in Appalachia. He's always been around there. No one believe me. I go around, I go hunting, I kill a bear, and then as I go to like, all right, that's a bear, I'm gonna get the pellet, I'm gonna make some money off this son of a bitch. Sasquatch come by, steal the bear. I tell everyone in town, they're like, oh, old man Cross, he crazy. I'm like, no, Sasquatch. So I've always had beef with the Sasquatch. But not like literal beef, because those bastards, I wouldn't share food with them. I ain't breaking no bread with them furry assholes.
She's gonna look out the window and see that we have stopped moving. She's gonna stand and say, all right, I think we've reached the shop we were supposed to get to.
Oh, all right, cool. You know, speaking of, I'm pretty hungry. Let's get some beef.
We ate like half an hour ago.
I'm hungry.
Seeing
is... okay. I think I'm...
Oh,
Oh, another thing I'm doing, Miho was doing is like, he's, taking out, like, some reused bandages from, his, like, chest area, but he's not, like, yeah, he's not taking his clothes off, so it's kind of weird. Like, you just see him pulling out, like, a bunch of, like, bandages if anyone's nearby.
Yeah.
you know what?
Just replacing it.
Zoe will see that.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
No, if you see it, you see it. It's okay.
Okay. No, so I'll say like Zoe kind of like exited the art. Noticed Mihail in the corner, like the cry. She will walk up to him.
Normal or anomalous groups. There's a whole market in Eastern Europa for it. Like a whole. I mentioned the merchants, MC and D. They're part of that operation too. You got groups from. You even got the Soviets getting involved from Mars. So it is. The life of a artifact hunter over there is grueling. Not too it's probably why Mihail's selected to come here, because the environment isn't too different from that of the forests over there, and he's already got experience with the supernatural. But in terms of information about him, a lot of that is, like, you know, details about what his physical description's kind of been redacted or only accessed by people with higher clearance levels.
Description is tough out there. So, radiation kills your body. Monsters cut flesh. So on and so forth. Eventually need prosthetics. But not every prosthetic is there clean, so you need to sterilize it. And that's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Do you want any help with that? I got a little knowledge about medicine if you want any help.
No. But
Zoe will shrug and say, alright, well, if you ever need anything, and she will, wave, and then go back into the RV and wait for everybody else while sipping on her burr.
I'll try and convince the gang. If not, I'll sneak by.
Sounds great.
If I make the time.
I hope you do, Ion. I think I'd appreciate it, okay? Be safe, and just kind of like rummage around. And she'll hand you what is essentially a galactic candy bar.
Galactic isn't like the size, or as the
as like a brand.
Yeah.
oh my god.
And she'll run off and wave.
She'll wave back, and yeah, she's gonna approach Zoe and ask, should you be drinking that since you'll be driving?
Gonna finish taking a sip and say, well, I mean, just one beer isn't gonna like impair my driving too. But if it really concerns you and the others, Mihail could
She's
take
gonna look at the soda in her hand and look at the beer in Zoe's hand and go, "You wanna trade?"
Do you like beer, Ayana?
Well, can't say I'm alcoholic, but I didn't drink from him.
All right, if it'll make you feel a little better, and she will take a soda.
Yeah, she's gonna like take the beer, hand over the soda, and take a sip, and then give it back.
It's very much like a classic. There's beer, but in this area they sell a lot of mead, which shouldn't be surprising given the cultural roots of the town. Hear an oink in the back. He goes, "Oh, I told you not to go back there." Yeah, sorry about that.
Where's the fucking?
I know we'll let out like a light chuckle and say, well, later than witness.
Of course. And as you step out here, ding, 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 you hear, "You goddamn pig! I told you not to go back there." Before you come back out.
I know we'll walk over to Magnus and give him the mead.
Ah, delightful.
And so, I think everyone's finished their business here in the town, right? Or
Yeah, we go into the mini fridge location.
very well. So I'll say you guys are on the road at this point, and we'll call for a brief break here.
Okay.
And you get on top of the tree, and you look around. Again, you don't need to roll perception for this because I don't think that these skill checks would be necessary. But you look across, and given that you are expert in perception, you see what appears to be a cobblestone and brick building in a small clearing, little ways northwest. No roof.
A cobblestone house, no roof? Is
Yeah.
that
It's a little big. It's only one room.
this is with zooming in with the scope and everything, right?
Yeah. It's not a house. It looks to be some sort of chapel, or probably the size of a chapel from what your experience is religiously and culturally.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down. Because I can imagine I'm not with the bag.
Yeah. Any sort of radio frequency in that like abandoned chapel.
Not just radio frequencies, but sound, noise.
Sound
This can
and
capture
noise.
anything. Yeah, I'm almost there, almost like clairvoyance for ears kind of deal.
You hear the faint echo of religious chanting in a language you don't quite understand, but it's like it's kind of like hearing a song on the radio in a echoey hallway. That's the sort of, and it appears to be masculine voices interspliced with some feminine voices.
I'm gonna raise the volume so everyone can hear it.
Magnus, you instantly recognize it to be Old Norse chanting and singing.
Oh. That's they would call heathenry on that radio. That's they would call heathenry on that radio.
Ayana, I will let you know because of your experience in your background. This appears to be some sort, at least from what you remember or what you were familiar with the area. It's very rare, but it's not unheard of that people have been trying to revive heathenry in Link County. So it's not anything new. You do know that like people are worshiping like the Allfather and the Thunder God and stuff like that.
Well, funny you should mention that. There has been quite rare but existing reports of people trying to revive heathenry.
Must not walk. You're humans, that is correct.
You guys aren't too far away from Farhaven, that small village outside of Linkville, so you're still within the parameters of civilization.
Civilized folks, you see.
I mean, you would expect like there would still be like critters running around.
Yeah, like squirrels and rabbits, but no, you don't see anything like that at the moment.
Still, you would expect critters to roam around, even if running away from us.
Their hearing is much sensitive than ours. By the time we step on a leaf, they would have heard us and ran away.
I assume we're also walking and talking.
Yeah, at this point, or
Yeah.
way beyond this point, you guys are kind of walking to and fro. But let me go ahead. Anywhere else? There's something about this area in particular.
Well, it seems our little friend is bound to that place.
Yeah, I mean, you don't just haunt something for the heck of it.
Why not?
Except for maybe you, Cross.
The undead, specifically ghosts, usually have a place or a goal that is binding them.
Alright, well, is there anything else around? We have no idea why this place is haunted or what anything of this is about.
Well, I reckon the reason is inside there.
I don't know. And Magnus will look for more tracks from children's tracks.
Mhm.
Looking for track.
Very well. I'll say make a make a survival check. Oh my
Holy moly.
goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
Come on, I roll, baby.
Oh my god, you're... Oh.
At least
Stop rolling it.
4 different sets of footprints.
What the fuck?
And some of these footprints lead around the rake trap. Some of the footprints, you can actually see, like, the faintest handprint, as if these children were climbing through the windows and in and out.
Okay.
So yeah, you 4 different sets of footprints. One of them appears to be a little bit smaller than the rest. Either the youngest or possibly a girl.
Been here a month or two.
I cannot sense any life from those shadows over there.
Well, haunts usually make things really weird. I don't know if we could hear a fridge through this place. It might be worth investigating.
Okay. I mean, if there are kids trapped inside, then we could at least try and help them out.
And then the kids can help us get the fridge.
Exactly.
I want to look at ghosts. My idol Zach Bagans is a ghost hunter. I love Zach Bagans.
Sign from them. Do I get this?
I'll say you probably find like a higher elevation, like up here. You're able to like just kind of situate it because you're wearing like green, like a cargo jacket and cargo pants, and you're kind of blending it a little bit more. You got a good vantage point.
If I can see them all, then I don't move.
Gotcha.
It's all important. Just capable of seeing them.
Yeah. So I'll say, yeah, you watch as Ayana's like slowly tugging at the score because it's like impaled through the neck. So you have to gently, I imagine, Zoey or Magnus has to hold the stick down while Ayana's pulling the squirrel's corpse out.
Did they try to communicate something, or are they just chilling?
I'd say Zoe's probably like hanging back close,
Mhm.
and she probably makes eye contact with you and just nod. Rituals that specifically involve these 3 Nordic gods in particular, with the sacrifice of an animal you can think of. You can at least try and figure out what ritual they're trying to do here.
Well, it is common for religions across all cultures to make an offering, so to speak. But it is the first time I'm seeing a scroll as an offering. Either they went small or couldn't get their hands on anything bigger.
suppose so. Now, Percy, looking at the mini fridge,
Yes.
is there like a check Zoe could do to kind of investigate why the fridge is operating with no electricity?
All right. So, this mini fridge, again, it's pretty standard size, albeit it looks like it was probably something that would have been made a couple of years prior. With no source of electricity, this thing appears to be just paranaturally powered on perpetually, but there is an off switch as well. It is abnormally light. Like, you can pick it up and lift it up with one hand, as you demonstrated with the others. Like you're holding up like a empty cardboard box, you know? That's how light it is. It's weird. And there appears to be a let me see, hold on. But because you'd have to like smell it to see, because sometimes the smell is an easy indicator.
Yeah.
It smells like goat milk.
Well, the fridge isn't haunted, but it certainly is anomalous.
It's it's definitely not anything malicious in nature if it's preserving all this food for us. Or for anyone. It's always going to put the milk back in.
I will grab the milk.
We should probably ask those kids where they find this thing, though.
When Zoe lifted up the fridge, I'll say as Walden Cross while you're drinking. When Zoe lifted up the mini fridge, there is a drawing that was hidden behind the fridge that you spot from your angle.
What's the drawing?
It appears to be here. I'll bring it up right now. Actually,
What's the drawing?
It appears to be here. I'll bring it up right now. Actually,
Bro drew this in MS Paint while he was like session prepping last night.
we do this. This is what you see on the wall behind the mini fridge.
Oh, fuck.
Can I...
You already know. There's no need to roll.
Percy, I'm gonna hear the same thing from you, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's Zushikon, right? Not the Slender Man.
That would be one of his nicknames, or the Tall Man, or the Uncanny Ranger, as some people have known to call him.
The entity emerged after the battle of the two gods I mentioned to you a while ago. She turns to Magnus and Walden. You weren't there, Zoe. That's a tale for another time, but long story short, according to tales, this being came from the sky or emerged from the underworld.
What? I thought it was just some sort of creepypasta.
Why is the pasta creepy?
Well, you know what they say. Myth comes from fact, after all.
Well, I didn't know you were into memes, Walden Cross.
What?
As that Magnus is holding in his hands, they're the aliens. Aliens, Nordic alien.
So so why would the idols be there behind them?
I mean, think about it this way: the idols were there in front, in the fridge, just kind of like weirdly preserved. But Zushikon's portrayal here is behind the fridge.
So it's either like, they trying to like put up a front, or
Maybe.
well, it looks like the clever little bastards were trying to pull out a front in case they get discovered. Not a smart one though, if that is the case.
You gotta find this son bitch then. We gotta kill him.
Well, I doubt it will be that easy, but the least we can do is make sure he doesn't get discovered by the wrong crowd.
But for the time being, I think we're is it like getting like late?
It's like 3 p.m. But I mean, if there's nothing else much you guys want to do, you can just return back to the cabin.
Yeah, we're not really prepared to go around looking for kids yet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll go look for kids in our van another time.
I've actually gotten some candy as well. Let's go get Old Man Cross to get those.
Hey, you kids wanna? Hey, you kids want a Milky Way bar?
And then it's just evil ABC.
So I'll say you guys spend like 10-15 minutes on doing this while Mikhail gets back down, and you guys get ready to leave out of the way from the forest. What do you do about the trap? Do you leave it as it is, or do you want to disable it?
I can disable it if need be.
This would require a survival check or thievery check, up to you.
Well, I mean, you know,
They already know to walk around it. Honestly, if we disable the trap, they'll know that somebody did come.
I mean, you already taken the mini fridge, so.
Yeah.
Oh, but they could see the mini fridge being taken as like gods are angry and they took away the mini fridge. Fuck.
They took away our fucking fridge.
I mean, like I said, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Alternatively,
Actually, wait, hold on. That's a fair point. Let me crawl back in the window.
We don't know if there's any lasting side effects.
Nothing bad ever came from milk.
There's always gonna look around for help.
I'll approach. I do stand in the middle, between like just right around the bridge, the like fridge, and I'll look at Walden. I'll be just like, leave the fridge.
Indeed, you'll never know if the Sasquatches try to tamper with it and give you a poison milk or something.
I know what poison milk tastes like. You don't know what I've been up to. I'll crawl back out the window and head to the RV.
He steps under the trap and dies.
You hear like an explosion.
Gary's spawn.
Yeah.
I don't know which.
It is some sort of it is an mini fridge, and the children that have been coming to and back to it appear to be very interested in and she's gonna point to the drawing of Zushikan as they real interested in Zushikan.
Saw a child walk around.
Did it look like he was, or they were wanting to enter the forest?
They were looking at my direction, but they probably did not spot me. I was hidden inside the leaves.
All right then. Well, we should be on our way then.
He ran away the opposite way.
Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and get on out of here. The sooner we can get this fridge checked out, the sooner Old Man Cross can stop bothering us about
Can I
it.
do that?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. If you, because I think it'll be fun. Is that more work?
Wait, is it gonna be 2
What's up?
files? Because I know Dimitri wants to do them, but like, I mean, shit, I kind of want to do.
I mean, listen, if you guys both want to do it, because technically you guys are both handing it in, but you only need the one. But I mean, if both of you want to go about it and see how you write it,
How about this, Cog? You report about the anomaly. I report about the mission.
okay,
Ooh,
okay.
word.
So you do the document. He'll do the field log.
I love this. This is a great
And
idea.
I'll give you
drive the RV.
I'll give you a magic item as a reward for this.
Well, then no, get
Wait,
away
no,
from the wheel.
no, an anomalous item.
An anomalous item, an altered item.
Yeah,
but
Arcane item.
or an arcane item if you're feeling that magical.
Give me implants. I want to become
And
cyber.
so we will take the paper and begin driving back to Linkville.
Gotcha.
No. I'm driving.
Old Walden Cross is driving.
I got
back
here first. I'm in the seat.
Yeah, he's in the sea.
I'm driving.
How's Walden Cross is driving?
I got a +7 to piloting, but it's untrained.
Okay, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. As long as you follow the right side of the road and stop at the top traffic lights, you're good.
And what would I put on the radio?
Luke
Like,
Bryan.
Oh, I should kill you. Bruce. I should fucking kill you. Don't ever say that shit again.
I probably have my own like radio to turn on.
Turn that shit off then.
No, fuck no.
No, that's okay. Zoe and Iona can share a bed.
It's to my fucking place. It's fucked up in this world.
But I mean, there's also, I mean, you guys are going back to the cabin as well. So I mean,
Yeah.
some of you guys can choose to stay in the RV. The others can stay in the cabin, and of course, Zoe does have a house to return to herself in Linkville.
I'm forced to talk to woman. Oh, thank you, Magnus.
Zoe's gonna sit down at this little table, like the mini fridge, like underneath the table. She's gonna look to Ion and Mikhail and be like, "I want to see a yo-yo trick." She's just gonna perform a yo-yo trick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's not trying to actively use the nano, try and against you guys. She's just like doing like a pendulum with it. Against you guys. She's just like doing like a pendulum with it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. The yo-yo's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's pretty sleek.
I love yo-yos.
I'm gonna pull my bolt action, Mosin, and there's a bullet inside. See, you do tricks. I try to do a trick where I pull the bolt, like pull the actual bolt really fast, and then the actual bullet comes out, and then I just grab it with the hand.
Ooh.
And then I just grab it with the hand.
Ooh.
That's all I can do.
Very well. So I'll say, we'll close out the session as all of you begin to return back to the cabin, and you will begin to write out, for the two of you, you will begin to work together to fill out a file, and the others, you kind of do your established personal rituals before getting to some sleep. Everyone go ahead and give yourselves additional 200 XP. You should be at 500 out of 1000 XP.
Nice.
It's huge. This is big and huge.